Well, of course, this piece of metal must be the same sword. Camellia rolled her eyes. I think you merely wish this were the illustrious sword of legend. You don't get it. I've seen this sword 100 times. See, Camellia, she's familiar with it. You've seen it many times. In paintings. Tila, that's an artistic representation. And in the hands of the Yaniel statue, that's an artistic representation. I've even thought of going to the Estrad Museum to see the real thing. Sealer, you said you'd seen the sword. Now you've just said you bloody well haven't. Didn't lose my temper with her. Alright there, your mate Yoki here. Taking you back to Galarian for more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Lich. Fearful. Leader. What's it called?
I do things my way.
Fearsome, not fearful. Had a complete brain fart there. Run. I've leveled up last time. Found ourselves at the Mongol camp. I'm sure they won't mind if we take some less stuff, will they? Alright, who's this? August Worm. Finally, someone from the surface. I was beginning to lose hope. An elderly man in expensive but not ostentatious clothes approaches me. His face is peppered with several healed cuts and bruises and twisted in an expression of extreme discontent. Allow me to introduce myself. I am August Worm. Yes, that Worm. You no doubt have heard of me. Spent any time at all in the city. I have a business proposition to you. I'm fresh here. Your name tells me nothing. Who are you? You truly are freshly arrived in the city, then. You couldn't have picked a worse time, that's for certain. Only just arrived and the city's been razed to rubble. You should know that you are looking at one of the richest and most distinguished men in Canabres. I may not be as well known as certain swaggering loudmouths who spend their lives traipsing from one ball to the next. Worm Trading Company is one of the pillars of the society, you know. Did you see the marquees in the square? I paid for those. Tried any festival delicacies? August Worm thanked for that. How did you end up here? For a moment, Hogg's eyes focused on Camellia. No. Before his gaze returns to me, like everyone else, down I went when the accursed beetle cleaved the ground in twain beneath our feet. I'm lucky I didn't break my neck in the fall. I'm doubly lucky that I didn't encounter any subterranean cockroaches on my blind wanderings, and instead came across hunters from this settlement. I'll say, when I first glimpsed their physiognomies, my life flashed before my very eyes. Turned out to be decent chaps. Frightening to look at. Able to keep a bargain. What kind of business proposition do you have? I don't know what's happening on the surface right now, but I'm determined to find out. You've no intention of seeing out the rest of your days in this village, I suspect. Must find a route back to the surface. City. There's anything left of it. You seem to be a remarkably strong warrior. Just what we need to get through these caves and past the bloodthirsty beasts that inhabit them. You're strong. Be no trouble for you. Right, alas, I'm not as fit as I once was. I can see that. I can't go crawling about through caves, playing at scouts. My proposition is simple. Lead me back to the city and I shall pay you 1,000 gold coins. I suggest we help this man, says Camellia. It is good to have friends among the Canabres elite. What is it between you two, Camellia? Make it 2,000 and, maybe. Hog's gaze is piercing. Trying to take advantage of my dire situation. Of course. Very well, I'll make it 2,000. Deal? We have to go. I don't care what you say about the mongrels. I only care about getting out of here.
Always watch your back.
There's something here.
Careful now.
Fish. Why not? Food seems like a good thing to have. Let's head up here. What pack? This one. And there are these two things. Who are you? You the tall woman with a face deformed by an enormous swelling smiles broadly at you, showing off a double row of small, sharp teeth. You from the surface? It must be tough to make it all the way here. Never thought I'd see the day. Call me Dida. Let's trade. Who are you? People around here call me all sorts. Dida the Hoarder, Dida the Coin, Dida the Seagull. That's a bad thing, eh? I troll the caves picking up all kinds of things from the surface and wash down here through the sewers. I trade all kinds of junk for food and clothes, but I only part with my best finds for coins. Got no coin, forget what money is. Well, I have no use for you. If you want city goods, you need to pay for them with gold, like city folk. Why are you so eager to trade with me? All the people here are no better than animals, Dida yells with surprising anger before being overcome with coughing. Wiping her mouth, she continues. Our forefathers lived in the city, like you. Our people love to reminisce about armies, knights, crusades. But I couldn't care less about that. Savages with clubs can fight a war. Only civilized folk can buy and sell. They've forgotten what trading is. They've forgotten the value of gold. They barter hides for plant roots. Would imagine that's more useful than gold down here. And go on about the feats of the Crusaders. Who cares about them? I don't need help remembering. I have coins and I have things to sell. Now let's trade like proper city folk. Indeed. Let's see what you have then. Let's see. I think can probably have that. Get those. Those might be useful. That might be useful. As magical substances necessary to clean and safely consume any food, then we'll have that. Don't think there's anything else I need. Now, with that, I think. Oh, let me just see if you can indeed wear this. Yes, you don't have armor right now. You can have that. And we will go rest. It's time. We're heading out. Lann won't get in our way. Wenduag breathed deeply through her nose. Her eyes narrowing in concentration, like she's trying to taste the air to detect even the faintest of scents. Finally, she gives an approving nod. Time to what? Get you out of here. I'm keeping my word. Wenduag looks around. It's quiet now. The village has settled down. I know the shortest route to the maze. We'll take a boat. No one will see us. Were you watching me sleeping or something? Wenduag snorts and turns away. I think I like looking at uplanders. I've got better things to do. Don't think you're special. What do you mean Lann won't get in our way? Where is he? On the way to his death if he decided to go it alone. Or maybe he's in a hole somewhere crying about how lonely he is. Don't care either way. We're just going to leave August and then leave you here. August owes me money. Getting you all out at once will be difficult. Let's let the injured woman recover. Do you think I like knowing that uplanders are sitting in our village? But trying to drag an injured person through the maze would be suicide. I don't even get me started on the other one. He's not going to get off his backside. Unless we send a litter to carry him. You may have a point on him. Are you sure the maze is the only way to the surface? Wenduag hisses in irritation. Yes, I'm sure. There might be other ways, but not anywhere near here. I've never made it all the way through the maze, but every time I've smelled a change in the air. Anyone who can't has no business being in there, not as good as dead. If you don't believe me, then wait for another guy to show up. But no one, apart from me, will get you where you want to go. Well, let's go. Wenduag nods. Right. And another thing, you could have chosen not to listen to me, but you did. That means you have real strength in you. A strong person can take the truth, even if they don't like it. And the truth was on my side. I won't say it. Or, I want to say. Wenduag averts her eyes. Thank you. You saved the tribe from a stupid mistake. They're alive now because of you. You simply didn't want them in the way. Now let's go to the boats. They're the fastest. We'll get there fastest by water.
Everything has a price.
No reason to pause.
I'll watch your back. I'll prove I am the best.
No, you should be back here. You should be up here with me.
Always watch your
Let's
back.
go. That must be the entrance to the maze. Let's see if there's anything down the...
Time to rob them of their treasures.
That would be it. Fine. Fearsome gap. And we're in.
You'll make a fine trophy.
I'll cut you wide open.
This will leave a bruise.
Matricium Turinos. Matricium Turinos.
Little block work there, if you please.
I hope you appreciate this. Careful now. I am helpful, am I not?
Perhaps you are.
Now what is that?
That book. Almighty be our Lord, formidable and sublime. His body is a bastion of flesh rising up above all minotaurs. His head of gold is crowned with horns of flame. His shoulders are raiment are emblazoned with great runes, telling of his wisdom and might. In his hand he wields Ezegol, his death-bringing scarlet glaive. Its dark blade cleaves, torments those who cling to false virtues and who grovel before gods. Hail Baphomet, hail Lord of Beasts, Glarion, and Lord of the Labyrinth. Hail the scions of Baphomet, mighty host, unaccountable in number. I speak the truth. Bow down before your Lord and Master, and let his will lead ye. Where you participate, and ye shall receive what ye desire. Nothing but food.
Save the last one for me.
The spirits demand your blood! No match for me.
Into the fray! I found something.
So you have? Well, that sucked. That's a full round action. Very well.
Cover me.
You are today's sacrifice!
The light, take you!
I should be able to do a full round action, should I not? Ah, I don't have weapon focus, right.
Stab their backs.
Go for their hearts! They'll beg me to stop!
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
I'll loot your corpse.
I'll cut you wide open!
And he's down.
I am helpful, am I not?
Indeed.
That's easy.
And further we go.
What do we have here? Stay on your toes.
The heartbeat quickens!
Yes, I would imagine it is.
I will help where I can.
A trap, Camellia. Or with you.
I hope you appreciate this. Precisely.
The spirits demand your blood. Am I at my limit?
Close. And there we are. Wenduag looks at the mongrel's corpse, her lip curling, and then turns away. Well, are we going or what? There aren't that many mongrels. You must all know each other, right? Who was that? Wenduag shrugs. Some unlucky fools who thought the shield maze was a good place to go for a stroll. The maze drove them insane, if they weren't insane to begin with, that is. Wenduag pauses, choosing her words. But this isn't the first time I've been attacked by people I know in here. Lost friends of mine would sometimes reappear like that, so they didn't recognize anyone anymore. And trying to talk to them was a waste of time. Ending their suffering was the only option. It's not derisively, but it seems forced weaklings. Serves them right. You never told me this maze of yours was crawling with cultists. I didn't, because there weren't any. Looks like they got here the same way you did. They fell from the surface. The maze doesn't look like a mysterious place you made it out to be. It looks more like a cultist den to me, and a well-established one at that. The maze has always been full of traps and subterranean monsters. And now it's got cultists as well. What's it matter to you? Wenduag studies me with narrowed eyes. I promised to lead you to the surface, and that's what I'm going to do. You do not belong here. Let's go. She turns away. Bloodstains still mar the ground.
Always watch your back.
There's something this way. But first, some healing. Where are we?
I am helpful, am I not?
Yes. Anyway. Take that. I'll take that. What am I wearing? 7. That's 6. You're wearing what? Oh no, I'm wearing 5. I can certainly trade up to a 6.
Careful now.
So we are in the water.
Let me draw the first blood.
Into the fray!
He lasted no time at all.
Your death awaits.
You are today's sacrifice.
I'll rip you apart!
The light take you!
Cover me!
Go for their hearts.
No match for me.
There's just one left. Let's go real time.
That's easy.
What's that there?
I don't know, but well spotted. Amelia?
I am
Thank you.
helpful. Am I not?
Yes, I think we'll keep you around.
Precisely. I always have the upper hand.
And another one down.
Well, always watch your back.
He looks dangerous. Let's see.
Hesitation is a waste of time.
Do not fear. Do not.
Well, the horse is down.
Terrible mistake.
And now I'm
So
down.
this is how it feels.
And now she's down.
Just sit here.
That did not go well.
A bright future awaits us.
Well,
Only you deserve my obedience.
I always have the upper hand. Time to rob them of their treasures.
So this is how it feels.
I'll just sit here. Don't worry about me.
Nicely done. Couple of injuries, nothing too bad. Seven down, yes.
Always watch your back.
And further down to this stinking dankness.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
What's that glitter?
Devoured by darkness, eh? What do we have here? Hosilla's orders. Follow these simple rules or you will die. 1. Don't bother me unless strictly necessary. 2. Keep the door to the shrine locked with the key I made. I don't care which of you holds onto it. You can tear each other to shreds over it for all I care. 3. Don't even think of setting foot in the ritual chamber. Ever. 4. Keep the door to the unfinished section of the maze locked at all times. As a reminder for you feeble-minded vermin, the entrance is sealed using the hidden lever, the torch on the wall next to the door. The door itself is in the room with the blood pool where I sometimes relax. 5. Do something about the damn water elemental already. Do whatever you want with it. Just make sure it's gone by tomorrow. 6. Find a better hiding place for the paladin's sword from the surface. Useful. I'll deal with that later. 7. Remember, your life means less than nothing to me. I have plenty of people vying to become Hand of Hosilla. This Hosilla. Why does she want to die so eagerly?
We will win this war.
Well, that's used up.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
Inimosi travisi.
How could you save the last one for me?
I'll rip you apart!
This pain is excruciating, so this is how it feels.
A terrible mistake.
Yes, I'd say so.
Sit here. Don't worry about me.
Let's try again.
Only you deserve my obedience.
Time to rob them of their treasures.
That was a failure.
I'll cut you wide open.
Cover me!
No glory without risk!
The spirits demand your blood.
Ow.
This is my chance to run!
Not good.
No.
Alright, that's not working. We may have to leave this room be.
Always watch your back. What's that glitter?
That must be the damn water elemental they were talking about. We're not going to mess with that either. Well, I think we have some important information, so we can go back.
I hope you appreciate this.
Dude.
Careful now.
Do not fear! Do not waver!
not be trifled with.
Not asking you to be trifled with, fool.
That's easy.
I am helpful, am I not?
I'll rip you apart!
I'll just sit here. Don't worry about me.
Don't worry, we'll rest after this.
So this is how it feels.
More chests. Now, what was that? Almost new diary. The diary contains only one entry on the very first page. Life is shit. Well, my brethren, what kind of brothers are they really, are having a great time up on the surface. I'm stuck down here with Hosilla the Nightmare and the mongrel scum. To top it all off, a pipe sprung a leak and an elemental is smashing up the kitchen, and Hosilla is sending it to slaughter everyone it meets in the maze's passageways. All I can do is hide around the corners, under the beds and in the cupboards. I want to die. This isn't how I pictured it, serving Baphomet. This isn't how I pictured it at all. Well, I don't need that. And I don't need that anymore. Let's just have a rest.
Precisely.
Well, for all the good you are, for all the good I am, take a watch. Curious, Wenduag, about how you treat your lovers. I should not be surprised to learn that you bite off their heads after the deed is done. I don't. You?
We are the light. They are the darkness.
A couple of little bugs. Continue the rest. Eat.
I found.
No, what is that?
Something.
You found a trap by the look of it.
Stay on your toes.
I am helpful, am I not?
Cold iron masterwork, as opposed to just a cold iron. Yes, you'll have that.
So this is how it feels?
Don't worry, you'll be back soon. I think the heavy crossbow is a better weapon than that. And you can heal. This is the room with the blood pool. And there's the figure. Good.
Always watch your back.
What do we have here? Save the last one for me.
Aperane center. Aperane center.
Nice. The door to the heart of the shield maze is locked with magic. Oh, that must be the key. Hosilla's key. Good. In we go.
No match for me.
Just sit here. Don't worry about me.
Pain is excruciating.
Don't worry, Camellia. Even if you're hurt, we'll recover you. There.
Careful now.
I hope you appreciate this.
A necklace. I don't know what it does. I'll put it on and see if I see any effects. Improved armor class. Good. Ah. Who has the best religion score? +1, +3. Right.
Open your heart to me.
Oh, it's not disease. My mistake. What is it? Oh, it's venom. She's fine. Ah.
I always have the upper hand.
I'll watch your back.
Yeah. Down, but only
I
at
am
medium
hopeful,
level.
am I not?
Let's save before going there.
I'll cut you. The heartbeat quickens.
I'll just sit here. Don't worry about me.
And with one more left. almost dead. And now he is. I see a liver.
Ah, not this time. I am helpful.
Yes,
am
indeed.
I not?
I think we'll definitely keep you around. Now, I've played 8, definitely better than the 6 I'm wearing right now. Ooh. Of course. I cannot that way. And interestingly, if you use negative energy to heal, you can actually
Hesitation is a waste
use
of time.
use until fully healed. Expects negative energy to harm. We have heavy encumbrance. Let's see what's in there.
Time to rub them
Earth
in
elemental.
pleasures.
They'll beg me to stop.
A terrible mistake.
I would say so.
My limit?
Almost. How are we doing? Not very well
It
yet.
feels.
She's down. I think injured as we are, we will rest again. Now, enemies nearby. Rest out here then. I have no idea why you're even with us on the crusade, no offense, but you could be swanning around in a ballroom somewhere, not dodging demon traps. All the hectic affairs, and I cannot abide crowds. Travelling with friends and fighting a common cause is more to my liking. Prefer things a little more one-on-one, do you?
Everything has a price. Precisely.
What's that?
A trap! Wenduag, it's a trap.
I hope you appreciate
And it's now a
this.
disarmed trap.
always what they dare threaten me.
Cleared out. Now this puzzle here, I mentioned at the start of episode 1 that I won't have my character use character information, but I will use things that I know as a player to make the game flow more freely. It's a colour puzzle. Which colours do you select? You would think you need to press them all. You don't. Solution to it, right here. Yellow, blue, red, yellow. Why they decided to put it so far away and mask it, I don't know, but... Character's been through that room, so I don't mind acting as if she knew. Seal peers closely at the sword, which seems utterly unexceptional to you. Wait, this is... No, it can't be! Her eyes light up. I know that hilt. Radiance, the sword of the great Yaniel. That's what this is. But it's meant to be in the Tower of Estrad with all the other relics. That's what I heard, at least. Well, of course this piece of metal must be the same sword. Camellia rolled her eyes. I think you merely wish this were the illustrious sword of legend. You don't get it. I've seen this sword 100 times. See, Camellia, she's familiar with it. You've seen it many times. In paintings. Tila, that's an artistic representation. And in the hands of the Yaniel statue, that's an artistic representation. I've even thought of going to the Estrad Museum to see the real thing. Sealer, you said you'd seen the sword. Now you've just said you bloody well haven't. Didn't lose my temper with her. How did it get here? What's so special about it? Sealer frowns. Now, nothing, I guess. But this sword was legendary in its day. People say that when Yaniel held it, the blade would glow, striking demons left and right. Soldiers would see Radiance's light from afar and take heart, rushing into the fray and winning. Don't know what's wrong with it now, or how to restore its power. All I can sense is that they made a mockery of it. They're empathizing with an object extraordinary. Are all paladins so tender-hearted and sensitive? Sensitive in a way, yes. We're highly attuned to evil and everything wrought by demons, but not sarcasm, Sealer. Radiance was in evil hands, and as a paladin, I can tell you, they did nothing good to it. Who's Yaniel? No, you've never heard of Yaniel? She's famous all over Galarian. She was a great woman. She was born in Mendev, and when the crusade started, she couldn't just sit idly by. She dedicated her life to the crusade. People say she was audacious and spirited. She was always the first into battle and never sacrificed other people's lives for a tactical advantage. That's how she's been remembered, as an incredible warrior who seemed to blaze with righteous fury. In all the images of her, she looks capable of driving all the demons back to the abyss single-handedly. Yes, but she didn't, did she, Sealer? But then something happened between her and her commanders. Maybe they envied her, maybe there was more to it than that, I don't know. But anyway, she went into the world wound without her fellow soldiers, and she didn't just survive the mission, she even brought back crusaders she rescued in there. Can you imagine? She died as she lived, with pride. She was one of the people defending Dresden to the very end, and that's where she perished. Sealer frowns. Don't take this the wrong way, but I really hope that she died quickly, a hero's death, because if she didn't, that means she was taken prisoner, had to endure unspeakable horrors. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. You know a lot about Yaniel. Are you a fan of hers or something? I suppose you could say that, yes, Sealer chuckles. I've always felt an affinity with Yaniel. I know what it's like not to be what your commanders want you to be. Whenever I used to feel under pressure, I always thought of Yaniel. Maybe some people didn't like how she was, but to the people she pulled out of the world wound, she was perfect. And to the people she saved on the battlefield, she was incredible. And to those who keep her memory alive, she's a hero. That's what counts. What a priceless relic end up down here? Well, I'm not going to ask that. Evidently, with demons and cultists everywhere. Not a surprise. Let's keep going. What are these two other things? What's in them? Little healing, little gold.
I am helpful, am I not?
A bit of healing. Looks like there's another exit through the blood pool room.
Well,
Familiar, if you will, we have a trap here.
I am helpful, am I not?
Well, you're meant to be as well.
Careful now.
Demons!
Oh, they should have known better.
This'll leave a bruise.
This is my chance to run.
Just sit here.
Well,
Worry about me.
she's down. That's one left.
The world in crimson.
Lead on.
Right, rest here.
Do you really think that any strong female warrior must eschew bathing and grooming entirely? A thin excuse for primitive habits.
Oh no, a warrior must always smell of flowers and toss out fancy surface words. It doesn't matter. You'll remember this conversation when you're begging for scraps at the foot of my giant throne. We'll see how pretty you look then.
I'm not sure you're going to have a giant throne, Wenduag, but I guess it's good to be optimistic.
Your pain is my pleasure.
And you... Judging by the corpse littering around the summoning site, just did manage to summon a demon in the end.
That's easy.
That could be a
I
worry.
do things my way. Precisely.
Well, if it's auto-saving, I'd say there's something big down here, wouldn't you? Oh. Gets everyone together. And use any potions, etc. we have. Protection from chaos. Protection from chaos. Protection from evil. Probably chaotic evil. So if we each have one of those. You're not wearing armor, so mage armor, yes. The others are wearing armor. Probably don't need that actually. Or not using that, are you? Bless. Ah. No. Help us best select the right one. What else? You've got shield, you don't. Don't. Strength. Take that. Heroism, health. Can't be used by this character. Fair enough. Cat's Grace, you can have that. Enlarged person, I'll take that. You can take that. Dark skin. Actually, you can have that. Cold. Protection from cold. Fine. Favor. Haste. Mage armor. Oh no, we don't need any more mage armor. And a save. This is a demon. Well. Here you are, huddled together like a horde of animals. Well, monsters, not human or demon, or even tiefling are less defective than you. But I, your master's Melech, can make you stronger, better. I can satisfy your hunger, starvelings of the dark. Submit to me. No, they're descendants of the Crusaders. Trusting a demon would be betrayal of their memory. Hosilla. Well, who's the next descendants of the Crusaders who values old legends more than their lives? These monster inhuman guys, reveal your true nature. This is the sweet, wholesome flesh of the righteous Aasimar. Eat, underground Crusaders. Eat the flesh of the Crusader from above. Find your true strength. I rush at the demon, but the air seems to grow thick with every step. I feel like I'm watching from underwater as I see the mongrels fall to their knees, one after another, and crawl to the Aasimar's body. I hear the fangs tearing through the flesh. I hear the sloshing of blood. I hear the former mongrels snarl like animals, biting of the most tender and juicy bits of meat. Some lines from Ogathora's sacred text flow into your mind, as if of their own volition. I can make a great marinade for Aasimar flesh using honey and pomegranate juice. Make the meat even more tender, roll it in breadcrumbs before frying. My companions ride in agony, one clutches their head, another doubles over. I feel saliva pool in my mouth. Metallic tang awakens a hunger in me. The hunger turns to rage. The winged filth dares to try to bind me to its will. It dares to tempt me with the sweet taste of meat, untainted by corruption. The wretch must die. Die! And still the clarity remains with you. Somewhere deep down, beneath the veil of rage and anger, I sense the light trying to break through. I feel the pressure of the sword bringing me to the angel path, and I recognize the anger as resultant from the nearby demons. I hate demons. I will even turn to the angelic path before them. Seize the light. By sheer force of will, I master my rage, and almost in response, warmth suffuses me from within. Warmth and joy from a simple realization: I can win. I can save these people. The power of heaven bolsters and guides me. Its light breaks free, and enveloping the mongrels grants them the gift of blissful oblivion. Lowering my gaze, I see the scarlet stain on my chest. The wound had reopened, and instead of blood pouring forth, the only radiant light. The demon convulses in pain when the light reaches him. What are you? Destroy this vermin! Your master's running, Hosilla. Hosilla points at you. She's already wounded. Wenduag, kill. Wenduag takes a step forward. I no longer serve you, you bitch! Not you or your flying monkey. I always fight with the strongest side. Lann emerges from the shadows, knocking an arrow in his bow as he moves. What a miss! Dramatic showdown. Oh, it's you. Perfect.
You are today's sacrifice!
I'll rip you apart!
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Oh, mighty Sabum Lake, your faithful servant evokes you now. Demons, protect your mistress. These things.
They will break against our resolve.
You call these demons? They're imps. So much for protecting you, Hosilla.
They didn't have a choice. They were forced to do it.
Lann stares at the mongrels lying senseless on the floor.
Keep telling yourself that, Lann. There is always a choice. They could have chosen to die, but now they're going to live and become stronger. I know that from personal experience.
Shut up! You're not just a traitor, you're a monster! The young ones, they believed your stories, and you lured them to a demon and watched them eat human flesh!
Lann turns to her, his face twisted in fury. The lizard, half, is snarling. The eye narrowed. The words come out like a growl.
I was trying to make them strong. What have you done for them? What were you doing while I was looking for ways to bring strength to our tribe? You're useless, Lann.
I led by example! I trained. I tried to become stronger so I could go to the surface and maybe do something worthwhile with my stupidly short life. And I will do it. I might be the one to bring our whole tribe to the surface. But you? Why would you want any power that turns you into a monster?
Steady there, Lann.
These young guys and girls, they trusted you. And they were turned into mindless animals, ready to eat corpses at a demon's command.
I went through the same ritual as them, and I didn't become an animal. I conquered my anger. The anger that has been building and building in every one of us for decades.
Not for gongs,
And
then.
like you, I have no intention of just lying down and politely accepting death. I will rise above all this, while you'll still be stuck with your pride, chewing on rats. Who do you want at your side? The person who betrayed the demons to follow you? The person who will do everything you say and bring glory to your name? Or this trash?
As I think, I inspect the wound on my chest. Bleeding, deep wound on my chest is gone, like it was never there in the first place. And it's totally smooth and unmarred.
It's gone. It was just there, and now it's gone. It's gotta be some kind of demonic trickery. You need to have a cleric look at that.
Saying loudly, Lann whispers.
As if you know anything about demons and their powers.
I do have my doubts.
Some dark force cast its gaze on her and chose her from among all others. There is magic inside this Uplander that is beyond your meager understanding. And all you have to say is go see a cleric. You're pathetic, Lann.
So you've been serving 7 relics this whole time, Wenduag?
Better to serve a strong master than to eke out an existence in a dark hole
Indeed.
with no hope. I am of the Neathers. Our lives are short, but we are hardier than humans. I realized a long time ago that I was capable of more than this life offered, and I follow whomever is the strongest. You scared Savamelek. Hosilla has fallen. Now, I wish to serve you.
Wenduag's eyes gleam.
I thought you were proud of your heritage, but you're willing to crawl on your belly before anyone who's even a little stronger than you. You say you didn't become an animal? Ha! What a joke! Only animals pledge their allegiance to whoever has the sharpest teeth. Oh, but what am I saying? Even cave spiders are loyal to their mother. You're even lower than that.
Lann looks at Wenduag in disgust. Lann, what's your tongue?
Oh, so now you think you know everything about me. You're one of the best hunters in the tribe. It benefited me to ingratiate myself with you. So I acted in a way that pleased you. And the Uplander will get the Wenduag that she wants to see. I'm willing to do anything to get out of this hole. And you're willing to do anything too. Don't try to hide it. I know you, Lann. I've had time to study you.
I'm going to the surface only because my time has come to leave. The Uplanders are in danger. They need all the help they can get. But I'm only risking my own life. See the difference? I'll do whatever the Crusade asks of me, but I'll never be like you.
You said you went through the same ritual, Wenduag. Does that mean you ate a human flesh too?
Yes. Hosilla found me in the caves. I was lost and hungry. And she offered me a choice. Die as a nobody, or live, and gain the power to change everything. Savamelek tore off a piece of an Azimar priestess's thigh. A big, juicy piece. More meat than I'd ever received in the tribe. That was the first time I knew what it was like to be happy. To have a full belly. I swore to myself that it would always be that way.
Wenduag, hold your gaze.
Then the madness and rage took over. I came very close to turning into an animal, no better than the weaklings you saw in the maze. But I am strong.
You are?
I mastered myself. I brought myself under control. I fell so that I could rise again.
You should have chosen death. Dying's better than living like that.
Lann looks at her in disgust.
You're saying I should have died that day, Lann. But then who would have listened to your feeble jokes? Who would have showed you the best caves for hunting? Who would have made you a man?
A predatory gleam appears in Wenduag's eyes.
I would have been fine without all that. And without you. Your death will make the world a slightly better place, Wenduag.
Look, isn't our Lann sweet? Look how his eyes blaze as he speaks of murder. And we were so close, too. Tell me, what do you think he'll do to you if you fail to live up to his precious ideals?
Wenduag's words drip with venom. Enough, Wenduag. I have a question. Why didn't you try to stop us going into the maze? You knew we might uncover your secrets.
Savamelek is always in need of new servants. You'd make as good a servant as anyone else, and then... once you'd gone missing in the maze, not even the redoubtable Lann would have dared look for you.
But then why did you come with me to look for the sword?
So I could kill you quietly if you found it and stop you taking it to the village, you idiot. I would have told everyone that you got caught in a cave-in. But then the Uplanders showed up and I had to change my plans.
Adaptive.
I don't regret what I did. I met you. Just say the word and all the Neathers will be yours. I'll bring them to you if you take me with you.
What exactly are you proposing to do with the mongrels, Wenduag?
What you saw here. They will become stronger. They will be an army unlike anything ever seen before on Galarian. Our lives may be short, but while we live, we are faster, deadlier, and harder to kill than most. I am offering you an army. An army that will win you land, power, and everything you desire.
An army of cannibals? Are you insane? You want to turn them from rational beings into rabid beasts.
As long as they
that
serve
only
me.
wanna kill. They will be slaves, and you will be their slave driver.
And?
Is that the kind of power you're so desperate to gain?
I went through the same process they did. The beast raged inside me, my mind was foggy, but I have an iron will, and I never back down. I snatched victory from the jaws of insanity. If there are any individuals worthy of becoming my officers among those Neathers, they will be able to do the same.
What did your service to Hosilla entail?
It was simple. I lured those I deemed worthy into the maze. To the rest, I told stories of the horrors of the maze, making them stay away. It all hung in the balance when the cave walls shuttered, and many of the young ones decided that the time of their great exodus had come. I had no doubt that Hosilla would dispatch a dozen young Neathers easily. But what would become of the maze if all the tribes poured in? So when Lann ran off looking for the Angel's sword, I went after him. Not to help him, but to make sure that the sword never reached Neathholm. It's a pity that you got involved and stopped me from killing him. But then again, the evening gong has not yet been struck.
You sicken me.
I've heard enough.
And you know which one of us you need.
I do.
Take me with you, and I will give you an army of Neathers.
Don't fall for her empty words. Wenduag despises everyone but herself. As soon as you show any weakness, she'll betray you, just like she betrayed us.
That is the reasoning of a weak person. A strong person does not fear, they act.
Alright, I made my decision.
I hope we're not taking this girl with us. She'll sell us to the first demon she sees.
If we're befriending monsters in order to fight the demons, why not join forces with the strongest of them? Isn't that the rational choice? They're both equally hideous. Neither of them will improve the aesthetics of our little band.
Wenduag, you will do anything to gain power. Anything. But you are a follower. You seek power through committing to another. Unlike me, I am a leader. I am the power. As long as you understand that you will do anything in my service, and remember your position on your knees before me, you may come with me. If you ever sell me out as you did Saramelech and that fool Hosilla, you will serve in my army as a risen dead. Come with me, Wenduag.
You're making a mistake. If some priest ever winds up down here, I'll ask him to pray for your soul. But I doubt it'll help you.
Who cares what you think? The mistress has made her choice. Lann knows too much. He must die.
Kill him if you wish. I have no interest in him.
You're right. I know everything. And I also know where I'm not wanted, so I think I'll just go and have a chat with Sol.
You're not leaving here alive, Lann. She'll kill you if she wishes. Or maybe not. Wenduag's strike hit Lann, but he leaps toward the wall and slips into a barely visible crevice.
He got away. Don't worry, Lann, I'll get you. Wait here, mistress. I will bring Sul and the other Uplanders. We'll make sure everyone knows that Lann failed to save anyone and fled like a coward.
Here they are. Sul appears flanked by mongrels. The journey has taken its toll on him. His breath is laboured and his sweat is dripping from his bloated face. What shish? Navy gives a low whistle. Well, I'll be damned. Turns out old Holroyd wasn't as crazy as we all thought. There are demons down here. Should have listened and sent a patrol down here, damn it. August's lip curls in distaste as he tries to keep his distance from the unconscious mongrel. Nivea, how's the leg? Nivea winces slightly but forces a smile. Better than yesterday. Worse than the day before. I'm not going to die, don't worry. The maze was full of dangers, but we dealt with them. Wenduag crosses her arms. I sense that the maze was an evil place, and so it was. There was a demon sitting right in the centre of it. The spell stole our mind. We barely managed to overpower him. We reached the cultist lair. That's where we saw Lann. He ran like the coward he is, abandoning the young ones, being mauled by the demons. Thull looks at the unconscious mongrels laid out on the ground. Yes, Lann is too hasty. We will survive. Will we survive if we listen to people like him? No, Lann is not one of us. He does not understand our path. You understand, Wenduag. You saved us. I always thought you were a decent sort. I respect. Need to look after the young mongrels, I suppose. Get them back so that they can fight for me. They're out for the count, but when they wake up, Chief, you'll see that these experiments have made them stronger. They survived. Warriors now. As long as they can hunt, the rest can wait. Uplander and you, Wenduag, you saved them. That's what matters. We will help them from here. But if they want to go up to if they want to go up to the surface, I don't know if there's anything I can do to stop them. Time to get out of here. I'm going with the Uplanders, Chief. Maze holds no secrets now. I have to go further. Little heaves a sigh. You always had to go further than everybody else, but what can I do? Go on then, but make sure to come back to us somehow. But where are you going? Where is your way out? I think I've worked it out. Wenduag searches Hosilla's body and shows you some papers and a key. If there's a key, there's a door. If there's a letter, then it was intended for someone. Anivia's eyes quickly skim over the letter, and she passes it to you. Those cheeky sons of... This is all the information on the cultists in the city. Their meeting places, passwords, their secret hideouts. I think we should show this to whoever is in charge of Cannabis right now. As soon as we get back to the surface, we'll find out what's what. Now, what did we do there? A magic glaive. I will be using glaive. And it causes... yeah. Right.
Always watch your back.
One more thing to do before we leave here. I'm going to collect everything here and sell things, and we will return next time. Hit the like, comment, and subscribe. Next time.